Ice Spice had an incredible year in music, quickly becoming one of the hottest new rappers. Not only did her song You Thought get people rapping along, but she even inspired Halloween costumes. Yet her rapid rise has sparked questions about secrets and a possible connection to her beef with Drake. Let's delve into the intriguing journey of Ice Spice in the music industry. It's no doubt that the quick rise of Ice Spice to stardom has aroused immense interest, but it's partly because of the seemingly fast ascent of her success. In the past, artists would take a minimum of 2 years to master the art of the career, but Ice Spice has just managed to get stardom in less than a year after going viral on TikTok with the Busted dance and moving on with her music. One of the most noticeable factors that contributed to the hype around her success beyond the industry was her collaborations with the music heavyweights like Drake and Cardi B, as well as the fact that she took the 5th position on the Billboard Top 100. Nevertheless, when you look closer, you'll see that there is a great gap between Ice Spice's online popularity and her influence in our physical world. Despite the fact that the social media have already helped her to gather a substantial number of followers, the buzz created online doesn't seem to be easily converted into a factor that increases the real excitement offline. Normally, there is a sense that a person should be at least as popular in real life as they are in the virtual world when the person gets really big in the online world. A lot is expected of Ice Spice as she is struggling to convert the online hype into the real thing, a physical presence and real appreciation for her music. The idea that Ice Spice could be planted there like a spy inside the music industry is indeed an exciting thought. In the case of the traditional course of an artist's fame, it's often the consistent determination to develop a fan base that is faithful through the gradual process of hype creation. This requires a thorough study, brand management, as well as large amounts of money put on the table by record labels and companies to come up with an appealing brand image for an artist. The purpose is to create lasting relationships with the audience and to derive long-term stable success rather than to depend on accidental fame. This involves precise tagging and monitored activities which require substantial capital outlay in order to create not only the artist's musical identity, but also a loyal fan base. Company also takes calculated risk by investing resources in hopes that the artist will get well known and popular that will result in their huge returns on their investments. This strategic approach has its own share of challenges as the success is far from certain and the results can be unpredictable. An interesting part comes into the picture when an artist like Ice Spice is very popular but doesn't necessarily get the same level of resonance in real life as her music. This situation generates assumptions that the artist may have been brought up in a fabricated manner and that there could be some organized effort behind the scenes. As the music industry's storytelling involves carefully crafted plans and unforeseeable audience responses, it brings into the scene new layers of complexity to the whole journey of artists and their ways to success. Now, the label is an industrial plant, which is the up-and-coming artist that gets a lot of support from a record label, but acts like an independent artist who made it big. Here's the deal. A label discovers a new artist, invests huge amounts of money in their music, helps their songs to be heard, and shapes their image. Under the facade, the artist portrays the fact that it was just a coincidence that their success came along, so that it may seem like growth was natural. Artists like Billie Eilish and Lizzo have been accused of being industry plants because of the speed at which they became huge with just a few tracks. In this light, the case of Ice Spice also appears curious. She may not have many songs, but she's already shaken the whole industry. This suggests to me that she could possibly be an industry plant even when she mentions being surrounded by people who are pushing for her and investing in her. I'm not trying to put her down to challenge her talent, but in fact, she's pretty good. I guess I'm not sure whether she really shares her development honestly. However, if you're wondering why industry plants might be preferred over artists, it's a simple answer. However, we can have that discussion some other time. Providing help for artists who are backed by the industry as opposed to an independent artist who is an unknown quantity is safer as the industry creates a pool of talent that is already established. Industries make it easier to get the results that the labels are looking for, just as it happened with Ice Spice, who became famous with the help of her viral music video and a nice image. In Hollywood, the tactic of arousing sexual feelings is often used, and many artists have changed their image from a pure one to overt and enticing to increase their music sales. However, Ice Spice denies that she is an industry plant in reality, but some still believe she is. Consequently, people often assume that artists who are just being whiny or sour grapes, and they want to compare their work with their favorite ones. Ice Spice rebuts, explaining that she knows she is putting a lot of effort into it. Nevertheless, this can be treated as part of the game, as if the purpose is to get elected in the position of power, then open admission of being an industry plant is a no-no. Ice Spice's meteoric rise as a newcomer is closely connected with Drake's alleged influence on the music industry. This adds more mystery and suspense to the ongoing story. The interaction between the two, with Drake private messaging her, expressing his admiration for her song, became a key part, with speculation about potential signing arising. Their opening of a joint establishment in Toronto only added more fire to the rumors about a possible collaboration or mentoring. Yet the plot twist occurred when Instagram followed Ice Spice, which was not anticipated. In such situations, which are common among artists and social media, the actions can frequently be regarded as the manifestation of latent conflicts or drama. The sudden change from publicly showing up at her concerts to the alleged distancing shown in the unfollowing incident made many raise an eyebrow and fueled the rumors that there was bad blood or a fallout between them. In the music world, working together and how artists connect is really important. When people see public actions between Drake and Ice Spice, it adds a lot to the discussion about whether Ice Spice's success is real and if people in the music business played a big part in making her famous. The mystery around their relationship makes people question how much influence the industry has had in making Ice Spice a star. Ice Spice could be someone that Drake didn't know, and she was a marketing tool of a record label when she got invited to Toronto. He is likely to have been interested in signing her, but when he understood that she was a fake employee, he got angry and unfriended her on social media. Ice Spice still doesn't know why he unfollowed, and she says it is just a regular lunch meeting in Toronto. Having to be a plant by the industry is an extreme work, as they later on will not be famous naturally. Even though all artists work hard, synthetic trees that are planted by the industry, not growing naturally, frequently become part of the one-hit wonders and fall off after the fame. Eventually, time will show whether Ice Spice is available to avoid this pattern or not, or if she will follow the same pattern like other newcomers.